grader is going to be joining us, but we have separate girls and boys contests, which we always have, but we usually still combine them. But because of how many students we have, we've had to separate them into 2 mornings. So thank you for coming. And I'm going to go ahead and get us started officially. Welcome. We are so pleased to welcome our 4th graders will be coming soon, and our 5th graders. We're very proud of them for speaking today. What a talented, thoughtful, inspiring group of students you are to all of us. The Oratorical Contest, sponsored by the Optimus International Club, is 90 years old this year. And so it's been running continuously since 1928. It's designed for you young people to gain experience in public speaking. I'm proud to share with all of you that Barrow Elementary School has a long tradition of hosting an annual contest each year. Every year we have more and more students who participate. We have the largest contest I know of in Athens and all the surrounding counties. Our students have advanced from Barrow to the club level, which is held at the University of Georgia Law School, to the zone level, to the district regional level, and even to the district or state finals. We've had 3rd graders advance quite far, and we've had 4th and 5th graders make it to the state finals. A Barrow buddy who competed in finals as a 4th grader won the state championship as a 7th grader. Especially encouraging to me about the state of our school and our city's youth are 2 aspects that I've noticed from you working on Oratorical. Number 1, the unique, creative, thoughtful, and important messages that you have to share with each other and with the adults who take time to listen to you. And 2, the supportive and kind way you work with each other in practice, not as a competition, but more like a team sport. And so you clap for each other, cry, hear each other, support each other, and care for each other. That's really encouraging. So to borrow the words of American hero, freedom writer, U.S. Congressman, and award-winning graphic novelist John Lewis, quote, "What I try to tell young people is that if you come together with a mission and it's grounded with love and a sense of community, you can make the impossible possible." What does Mr. Plumman say? Expect the miraculous, right?
Right.
And welcome also to our parents, family members, mentors, and friends who have come to support their children, our children, and to listen. We thank you for providing these students with their roots of optimism. And now for a review of the rules for students, but mostly for the adults. Students have 4 to 5 minutes to speak on this year's official Optimus Oratorical Contest topic. Where are my roots of optimism? However, at Barrow, we are not so tight with the rules so that if the speech is shorter than 4 minutes, or even if it goes a bit longer, we are still interested in what you have to say and how you have to say it, because we always know we can work with you if you go to the law school, then we can fit it where it needs to be. Although boys and girls compete separately in this contest, for now, youngsters like our Barrow Elementary students, if they advance to the next level at the University Law School, will compete equally with students through 12th grade, as long as they're under 18 by October the 1st of 2017. So you go on to participate on a level playing field with middle and high school students. Please, adults and students, you're not supposed to have them, but if you do, kindly silence all cell phones at this time. Refrain from taking photographs until after each grade level has finished, and then we'll do some photo ops with all of that grade level. We are streaming the speakers, so you'll be able to share and enjoy all the speeches with others who couldn't be here today. Mr. Clemens can tell you a little bit about that in just a moment. Also, please notice that like the Optimus Club runs their contest, no one may enter or leave the room while a student is speaking. However, there'll be a minute or so between each speaker so that people may enter or depart with the assistance of our 2 wonderful doorkeepers. And now for the most difficult rule of all, we ask that you hold all applause. We ask that you hold all applause until the entire grade level has finished. and then together we'll show our appreciation for all the talented orators at each grade level. So this contest takes many people working together each year. So first, thanks to the entire Spectrum teaching team who help in many ways as timekeepers, doorkeepers, and especially in working directly with our students as they write, edit, and practice their speeches. Thanks to Allison Griffith, Stephanie Franks, Natalie Hicks, Heather Carlson, and Fonda Slongo. Ms. Hicks works with and supports our third graders. Ms. Carlson works with and supports our fourth graders. And Ms. Slongo and I work with our fifth graders. Thanks to Andy Clemens, our amazing media specialist, for always being here, for setting up the sound, arranging the video streaming of our contest. And of course, thanks to our administrative team who support our contest year after year, allow all this to happen at our school, Ms. McElhannon, Ms. Mimi, Ms. Leahy, and especially Dr. Sabatini. Mr. Clemens, do you mind saying a word about the streaming for the parents that are here and family members?
We are broadcasting live through Google Hangouts on air, and all of the links have been posted on the library Facebook page. So it's just listed as David C. Barrow Elementary Media Center on Facebook. Also, the links have been sent out to teachers so that they can watch, and it is archiving to YouTube, so you can watch it live, or you can also watch it later. So you can continue to share with family and friends long after today.
And third graders might be fun when you're a fifth grader to look back and see what you were like in third grade, and our fifth graders look back when they are eighth graders or so forth. That's fun. And so now a word about our judges. Each year they give an entire morning of their time to truly make this a really special event. They believe in giving back and they believe in youth. This year we have a really special group of judges of Barrow Buddies. And if you will, when I call your name, if you'll just raise your hand so they can see who you are. Jacora Arnold. Jacora Arnold was in Mr. Weaver's third grade class. And Ms. Longo's fourth and fifth grade class. A good student, talented writer, Barrow Doodle for Google winner with his creative artwork. He exemplified the 5 B's. Yes, boys, we used to have 5 and we still should. He may not remember, Jacora may not remember his certificate in May of 2009 for finding his personal voice in the narrative genre, but I do. And I still have his paper. It was about a rained out Six Flag Day that turned into a family outing to Brave Stadium, where he hoped he would one day play professional baseball. He went on to a distinguished high school career as a gladiator at Clark Central, was on the honor roll in the Honor Society, earned 4 letters in baseball, and was named the top third baseman in the state of Georgia. He signed with Lipscomb College. But last summer, something exciting happened. The Boston Red Sox signed Jacora as a free agent to a minor league contract. I see some mouths open up in the front row. Whatever his future holds for him, we know it will have success, integrity, and kindness. Please welcome Miss Arnold's brother, one of Barrow's favorite buddies, Jacora Arnold. Tanya Arnold, she'll raise her hand for a moment, is an amazing woman. Also a proud graduate of Clark Central High School. She's worked for Clark County School District for many years. She's worked in several capacities for our transportation department, and she's worked in private business in Athens. However, children like Khadijah and Jacora Arnold don't just turn out as they do without an amazing family. The great Stevie Wonder said, quote, "Mama was my greatest teacher, a teacher of compassion, love, and fearlessness. If love is sweet as a flower, then my mother is that sweet flower of love. Tanya is that mama. To all of us who know her, her smile is contagious. She's a great inspiration of thoughtfulness, fairness, respect, and fun. Please welcome Tanya Arnold." And Lisa Lott Another Bureau buddy is an amazing woman and a wonderful mom. Her two children, Lauren and John, both attended Barrow. Lisa was an active Barrow parent. She and her husband Doug have instilled a deep sense of community service to Lauren, who's now a gladiator at Clark Central, and John at Clark Middle Owl. Lisa earned her Bachelor of Arts degree in rhetoric from the University of California, Berkeley, and her law degree from Emory Law School. Her law career includes private practice in family law, as a prosecutor in Gwinnett County, as a public defender in the Western Judicial Circuit Public Defender's Office since 2000, and she has announced her candidacy for Superior Court Judge in a nonpartisan race to replace retired Judge David Sweat. Please welcome Lisa Lott. And thank you so much, judges, for giving your time today. We really appreciate it. And boys, we're going to get started. What we will do, make sure that when you come up, that you get the microphone where it's good for you. So I have it where it's pretty good for me, but you may need it to come down or to go up. And if anybody needs help, Ms. Carlson will assist you. And if you want to clip it on, what have you, okay? And when you actually state the topic, where are my roots of optimism? That's when the timekeeper will start, okay? When you hear your name, you will come up to the podium. Hold applause. Hi.
Where are my roots of optimism? Optimism. Optimism is when you believe that something good is going to happen, or if you have a problem, that it'll be okay. In my opinion, I'm an optimistic person, and I felt that way for my whole life. But there was a time when my optimism was tested. When I was 7 years old, I was diagnosed with Ledkab-Briggs disease. That is when your femur stops receiving blood and dies, and also can collapse. But don't worry, it's very rare and it mostly happens to kids. When I had it, I could not walk for 19 months. I had to go to Dallas, Texas to see a doctor who has treated thousands of kids with this disease. My teacher had to come to my school to teach me. It was hard sitting on the sidelines while my friends played at recess. I had to give up baseball, which I loved. I also got several surgeries. One of my casts was so big I could not get through a door. And now look at me. I'm walking again. Knowing that I was going to get better helped me get through this experience. I was optimistic because I knew it was temporary. In the hospital, I met other kids who I thought might have health problems for the rest of their lives. I thought in my head, this is nothing compared to what other kids have. This is why I feel like I am optimistic. Always have hope in yourself and believe that you will be okay. No matter what you face, have optimism. Thank you.
I told y'all that's the hardest rule. James. Ms. Griffith, you want to try to go over? We can come back at the end if he changes his mind. Okay. Okay. Charles.
What are my roots of altruism? It started when I began playing video games. You have to look forward to gaming using a different perspective. So for example, you are in a fighting game and you have to be thinking positively that your avatar will not die in battle. My favorite one is where you have to play as Lego Indiana Jones and you have to stop the Nazi bad guy. Sometimes you would think you're in the game. Hobbies are also things to be optimistic about because you get to practice doing things you enjoy. For instance, hunting for gems is hard, but people do it for a living and make it look easy. I would really like to start collecting my own gemstones that I've learned about. I really am positive about sapphires. They are my birthstone. I am optimistic I might find some. I also look forward to spending time with my friends, and they are pretty optimistic. For example, you would not want to get into an argument, so you have to work things out together. Family are also something that make you optimistic with all the jobs they do for you. Say that you were shopping and you see something for sale that you want to try and ask anyone to be optimistic that they'll get it for you. You also have to be optimistic about school when you are learning challenges. Because what if you forget and don't do well on the post test? You have to practice so you do better. School can be challenging, like when you have genetic math. It's very challenging, but I practice every year and I now have earned 3 medals. It makes me feel optimistic when I can keep trying and then I achieve my goals every year.
Oh.
What are my roots of optimism? Rats. Dang it. How could this happen? These are some things a person would say if they were angry or sad. I hope you can find the strength to say things like, it gets better, or it'll be okay. Because trust me, when you have a problem, it will get better, and it will be okay. It takes strength to think positive when you have a problem that looks bad. I don't mean strength like big muscles. I mean what's in your heart, and what keeps a smile on your face through the hardest times. My sister has an autoimmune disease. Bad things can happen to you or a loved one, like my sister who is sick. The catch is, it will only get better if you let it. By believing every day that it will. Take it from someone with experience. The hard times might make you sad or cause you to cry, but every dark cloud has a silver lining. 2 years after my sister got sick, I can stand in front of all of you and talk about how it really did get better. She may have a normal life, but she still should go to the hospital, takes tons of medication, and it takes her longer to recover from a cold. She was in the hospital a lot, and I miss seeing her and my parents because they were in the hospital with her. I don't mean, and so my grandparents took care of me and my other sister while she was in the hospital. And when her disease got better, they had to fix the problem it caused. The disease was making her kidneys fail. and she was in need of a transplant. And so my family started the transplant process. After the recovery of my mom and my sister, well, here we are. Because my family chose to look on the bright side, we were able to get through the tough battle. Just the other day, I was getting my flu shot, and honestly, I'd rather get the flu. And I thought about my mom and my sister and how many shots they got. I chose to look on the bright side and how those shots healed them. So if you ever have a riot and have a loved one with disease, or even worse, you get a disease, remember the story of my mom and my sister and what I've said here. Thank you.
Liam.
Where are my roots of optimism? Hi everyone, my roots of optimism begins with making new friends. Everyone should have friends too. You might have a friend from the past or now. Friends are just like family. People need friends to help them out. People need friends to have side by side. Friends might have something in common, like some friends might like rocks and minerals. Some might have the same eye or hair color, and some might like to dance together. That includes me, because I'm very optimistic about dancing. I love to do ballet. I like to practice and share dances. I'm very good at leaping and I feel very confident. Once I had a lot of moves to make and it was tough, but I never gave up. I really like the costumes. They're really amazing. I can help teach other kids some of my best moves in a proper position. That's really important in ballet. Even your arms have to be correct. It's a lot of work to learn, but it's worth it. We have special music that makes me want to dance. Yes, so I really love dancing and listening to music. Beethoven is a classic, but I enjoy all kinds of music. I like singing at school. I've been in a musical and sang in chorus. I have to be optimistic and not get stage fright. I'm practiced so I'm prepared. I might even sing and dance at our talent show. That takes courage and optimism too. I'm super optimistic about the game Pokemon. It's so fun and challenging. I have to go through trials and it's a really tough competition. I can't give up and I have to use strategy. I've been playing since I was 6 or 7 years old. I left it right away and played at home almost every night if I can. I caught several legendary characters, which is really exciting. I also enjoy trading games with my friends. There are lots to choose from. There are tournaments too. My goal is to become a Pokemon master, and I'm optimistic that with practice, I'll one day accomplish this. My list of optimism can also be found in football. I find this sport very inspirational. For example, Tall Gurley was a Georgia football player. He was playing against Tennessee once, then his leg was hurt, but he never gave up, and he now plays football for the Rams. Then there was another football player. He was Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb was number 27. He really helped the Georgia Bulldogs. He got hurt too, but he never gave up either. We got a new coach last year, and he was Kirby Smart. He was an Alabama defense coach, and he was optimistic about Georgia, and he took us to the national championship. I believe that optimism is something about loving something so much that you want to practice it all the time. It's about having courage, helping people, and never giving up. I want to make a speech about this because I want to be brave and have courage too. Even if I mess up, I know I tried my best and I can always get better with practice. Thank you.
Oliver.
Where are my roots of optimism? I get my roots of optimism from my basketball team. Even though right now we've won one game out of four, my team stays optimistic, proud of that one game, but we still play our hardest. My roots of optimism, I get my roots of optimism by taking road trips with my family. I am always optimistic that I will have a great time. We travel around the USA and probably the place where I have the most fun is Texas. This year I'm becoming optimistic about writing. I like writing and I'm looking to the teachers to encourage me to write about what's important. I'm also entering contests. I like having time for it. You have to be optimistic when you write. Some challenges that I have is getting writer's block. I have to have optimism just to finish writing. I find more roots of optimism by going to school. My teachers taught me how to write, read, and do most things I like to do. I like my teachers very much. I'm learning about math, science, and of course writing. I enjoy being independent with my work. My friends help me build optimism by getting me on my feet and feeling nice and good. When I first got to Bear, I made one of the best friends I ever had. His name is Nick. And on the first day of first grade, I asked if he wanted to be there. He said yes. I was very optimistic about that. My roots of optimism come from people. I'm happy about humanity because we can solve problems with optimism. We can work together to create new inventions, find cures for disease, and make the world a better place. You can also have optimism by joining the oratorical contest. You have to have optimism to believe you'll win. Optimism can come in many different ways, so stay optimistic. Thank you.
Yay, Tom.
Where are my roots of optimism? My roots of optimism all began in Korea. Korea is a place that is in Asia. If you go to Korea, you can play with your friends without having to go. And after school, you can buy a little snack or a toy with your pocket money. You have to be optimistic because school in Korea is super challenging. At Korean school, you always have to be quiet and polite. You go to after school programs to learn even more, and sometimes you come home until very late. I like to travel to Korea and I'm optimistic that I will have more trips ahead. Traveling is fun because you can go to the visitor center, you can play games in your car and watch movies on the plane. At night, you can look down from the sky and see all the lights. People are optimistic we couldn't travel because we didn't know how to figure out how to fly. When you're in the air, you can look down through the window and enjoy the sun. And I am back at there where I'm optimistic about reading. I love to read. You can get books in different ways. You can get them at libraries, bookstores, and book fairs too. You can get them for Christmas, presents, and birthday presents. Books are important because you can read from informational books, comic books, and picture books. If you read a lot of books, you'll be smarter. Books are important because they help you learn. However, things were so optimistic. When I first learned English, I struggled to talk to my teacher. It was hard because I was from Korea and I was only in pre-K, so I did not know much English. I had to make all my friends again. I had to find out where exactly it was, or I find it back. I learned a lot of English my first year, and then when I went back to Korea, my friends asked me to speak English. I'm glad I went and I knew how important learning English was. I realized that English was important and that I could speak it and read it. After the school year is over during my summer vacation, I'm optimistic about visiting the beach. The ocean is very important to me. In the beach, there are little sea creatures and shells. If people think that the beach is going to be a dumpster, not a beach, please do not litter at the beach. And if you litter at the beach, then fish eat. Putting plastic is bad for fish. If people litter, then the water's going to be a bad color. If you leave litter along the beach, the sand is not going to be safe. It's going to be trash. But it's hard to be optimistic about pollution. And I believe people who change for the better. I don't know what to think.
Jack.
Where are my roots of optimism? My roots of optimism come from true love of gemstones. There are many different places to go to find gemstones, especially birthstones. Did you know how gemstones got their colors? It was the chemicals that made the rocks color. I thought it was really cool. All gemstones are different colors, like for emeralds, we probably expect green, or diamonds, which might be lighter blue. You can look up your birthstone too. My birthstone was topaz or citrine, and I never knew what a birthstone was until I learned about it. I love gemstones because they are so interesting to learn about, and you can see the colors, and it really fascinates me. You can feel the really expensive minerals like diamond and not so expensive like quartz. You can also get some gemstones at the mine in South Carolina or in Virginia. They dig amethyst and you can go there and pay a little bit and there's amethyst everywhere. You just have to look. If you get lucky, you can find a piece of amethyst as big as a baseball or other pieces the size of golf balls. You'll use your hands and you'll have to look hard, but you have to be optimistic that it'll lead to something special. You can dig yourself, but you'll need a pickaxe and a little hole, and there you can find rocks. Maybe there's a little ditch where you live, like a miniature canyon. I have been mining, but have not found rare stones. But I'm not that positive that I will find gemstones. But who knows? I have to be optimistic. In college, I might take gemstone classes to learn more about gemstones and become an expert at telling what a gemstone is. Did you know that people sell imitation diamonds and sell them for $5,000 and it's fake diamonds? My advice is best to buy them at stores to test them to see if they are really pure and real. So start learning about gemstones. You will love it. Trust me, and you will grow your optimism too. I might become a gemologist when I grow up. It might be fun because you can handle all of the expensive gemstones.
and help other people learn about them. If you really love something, you are naturally optimistic and hopeful for your future. Thank you.
Sam?
Where are my roots of optimism? Everybody has a tree, but not just any tree, a tree that can keep people's feelings safe, especially optimism. The feeling of happiness, joy. This tree can make people feel confident. People say that stress is a choice, and so is peace. It is a tree that connects you with your friends, family, and hobbies. At the very top, there is you, and the closest thing is people. The world is full of suffering. The world is also full of overcoming. It all starts with people. Each branch represents happiness, joy, and most important, optimism. My roots of optimism come from my family and all the successes they had before, and those successes go on for generations and generations. Everyone's a little acorn on a big tree. Even though it's one small acorn, soon it'll grow into a big, mighty tree, an optimistic tree. So if you're stressed, know that one day you will rise as you grow the strongest roots of optimism. If you stay positive, you will stay strong. Stay strong, stay positive, and finally stay optimistic. Thank you.
Take just a moment, Ms. Griffith's gonna talk to James for a second, and then we'll see what's gonna happen here. We're hoping that even if James doesn't want to talk, that he will be kind enough to let Ms. Griffith read what I hear is a really amazing speech.
our voice is gonna be heard.
Excellent.
Through my mouth.
That is great, we're happy. So James,
Right.
it's James' speech, and Ms. Griffith will read it so we can enjoy it. Ms. Griffith might have to raise that microphone.
Where are my roots of optimism? I am very hopeful and confident about the future. I really care about the homeless people and helping them. I am optimistic that their lives will be better. I learned about the homeless in church. It made me very sad, but optimistic that I can help. First, I would like to help them find a job and a place to live. I can find someone to build a home for them, and I'm really good at cleaning dishes. I am optimistic that they will get food and water so they aren't hungry. I would grill some hamburgers and french fries and bake a cake. Five Below is a great place to go shopping for kids, and I could help because kids love presents and having fun. I would take kids to the park and teach them how to throw and catch a football. I would help them stay well by getting them a doctor, and they can be healthy. I will show them why it's important to have soap and water and to always have Kleenex when your nose gets stuffed. More importantly, I would help them go to school. That is really important because you have to learn math and reading. You also learn about science and social studies. I love reading chapter books, and I would read great stories to homeless kids. I am very optimistic, and it all starts at home, in church, and in school.
If you'll stay up there, third grade boys, please join James so we can give all of you a rousing round of applause. And Ms. Griffith,